Back to the video.
Hello guys, welcome back to the Shalom live stream. Oh, my partner here is having a nose block. Let's watch him speak the disclaimer.
No, why?
Come.
We are not a registered investment or broker dealer. All opinions expressed here are from personal research and are intended as educational material. Although best efforts are made to ensure that all information is accurate and up to date, occasionally unintended errors may occur.
Well, he's having very serious nose block today. Let me start with reading the verse of the day. It's from Roman. What then shall we say in response to this thing?
Why do you always not name it the one that you're supposed to read?
What?
Why do you always name it different?
Oh yeah, okay. What then shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us all things? Romans chapter 8, verse 31 to 32. Let us get prepared. What do we have here today? Is there a gap up? Let me see. Well, we have an interesting day yesterday from Tesla. I'll be very cautious today because it's Friday, correct?
Today's Friday?
Yeah, today is Friday. Moderna is suing Pfizer. What? Really? Okay, I didn't know that.
You know, it never works.
It's hard to say. Stop.
Wait.
Don't do it.
I need something to
That's what happens when you mix coal with something like that. Okay, we see some whippy movement yesterday from Tesla because of the sudden, no, not say sudden, because of the stock speed. Let's see how it goes today. We will be more cautious and watch out for any other stocks just in case. Yesterday has a very good run on AMD as well as Apple.
How do you get viewers while streaming?
I don't know. You can advertise
Is there a way? Without advertising?
without advertising. That will be hard. It will depend on what you put on the topic, and unless you can gather more people or asking friends to join in to keep gathering more people, then when you hit a certain critical mass, actually YouTube will actually put you on the hot streaming, then you get more people. It's like a vicious circle.
The rich get richer.
Something like that, but not quite. It is similar. But do you want to get more people?
Yeah.
What will be your idea first? Let's say the first target
For what?
for our live show, for the audience amount.
10?
10 is good. Okay, we will strive
And
for
someone
10.
that talks.
Okay, we will strive for 10. Yeah, we will strive for 10. Okay, 20 more seconds. Let us pray to God for that. Our first target is 10. Okay, He usually give abundance, so I think usually He will answer with 100. Can you cope with that?
Yeah.
What if someone just blasts you with tons and tons of questions? Market open. Now we can check for the first 2 minutes because we are not going to do the one and done, right? Are you allowed me to do
I
one
mean,
and done?
if that happens, then we have to open something else.
Open?
Yeah.
Like what?
We have to make a new live stream called Just Chatting, in which the 2 hour you can ask any questions.
That will be good. Yeah, I think that will be good. No, it'll be like an open dialogue.
Yeah.
True? More like open dialogue rather than
Yeah.
the live already. That will be interesting. Well, okay, the one and done is good. FOMOing, continue FOMOing, keep FOMOing. Nah, we need to wait at least for my guess because we are below the pivot. Unless we hit the pivot and as well as the VWAP, I think we need to wait for at least 200 what at least for 5 minutes before we'll have a setup. Why don't we okay, there's a daily 200 at 298.94. Oh, it hit. Okay, it hit. That's a resistance. That's a strong resistance. Why don't we go and do research on how to improve our live stream, people?
No, you can't.
You can't? There's no such thing?
Not a way.
It's strange, huh?
When I do my own live stream, they say don't stream at hot hours. What time is not hot hours?
Yeah, what time is not hot hour? And hot hour is quite debatable, right? Because it can be hot hour in Japan, it can be hot hour in Singapore.
There's always someone stealing my stream.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, hit the pivot.
And also, I don't know why, when I stream, right,
Mm-hmm.
they won't give you 0. They always send one guy into there, and then they'll talk to you for a while, and then they'll leave.
Yeah, I noticed that too. You will not be 0. How do they do that? That's interesting. That's very interesting. Do you have any idea why is that so?
I don't know.
No, you don't know too. Okay, absolutely nothing. Yee, that's disgusting. Wow, that's a nice bounce from the pivot. That's what I like. Okay, we're still having the daily 298.20 will be the 1 minute market one. I'm not taking that. I rather wait for the 2 minute green text rate, which is still I will still consider it as risky. I may be spending this whole day, this whole half an hour not trading. How about you?
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, depends
You
on our
never
setup.
not trade, okay? You don't.
No, I can because I want to take a look today, right?
No, you
tonight.
can't. We know you can't.
Guys, he's testing me
We know you
to
can't.
prove he's right. I'm going to trade now. Okay, we have a market one now at okay, I'm not
Hey, yo.
trading. I'm not trading. Okay, 8.20. Let's see whether it hit. I'm not trading. I'm not trading. I'm not trading. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay, hit and let it goes. Okay, it failed. Look, I'm not trading and it failed. Yeah, it is a green. It's not a 2 minute, but it's a 1 minute. But it failed. Okay, guys, it failed. Unless it bounced back up, but it failed. So I'm not trading. I'm a man of my word. Okay,
No, you're
I'm
not.
not trading. Yes, I'm not trading.
You're not a man.
I'm not trading. I'm not trading. Okay, let's
Wow.
see our next week. I heard next week is good. Why don't we discuss something more light?
What?
Yeah, light on topic.
I don't know. Me hitting 1,000 on chess.com.
Chess.com. No, let me think about a topic. Well, Syria.
Serious?
Yeah, a light topic.
That light topic.
Yeah, enjoyable. Okay, anyway, you don't know much about Syria, right? Let's talk about something that you learned, the Vietnamese War, which will be quite similar to what what happened recently.
Okay.
What's your take on the Vietnamese War, let's say on the western side, for your view on the western side? Yeah.
It's the only guy that actually did something.
Didn't the American participate?
Yeah, but French, I mean, the attention is on them. They just want to be annoying.
I just want to make a standpoint that I have zero knowledge on Vietnam War. Zero.
French didn't only take Vietnam, they took Cambodia and Laos.
Yeah, they actually
Indochina.
the Indochina. Yes, correct. But what happened? What happened to the French during that time?
What do you mean?
Did they just retreat?
I can tell you how they got Vietnam.
No, I don't want to know how they got Vietnam because they colonized. But I want to know how
You
they
need to know
got
how they
defeated.
colonized. Not that
Really?
easy to colonize. You
Really?
don't just go there and then say, I want to colonize you, and then they just give up.
Yeah, isn't it that's the way? Eh? No?
We would have been dead.
Really?
You think we just left British to take?
Yeah? Didn't Singapore just let British to take? Oh,
You are unloyal people. You
we
unloyal
just
guy.
review our
You
locations.
unloyal guy. We
Did-
don't live in UK.
No, I mean during that time, didn't Singapore just allow them to take?
No,
No, we did. We fight back. Really?
clearly did.
Oh, really? Then what happened?
We have resistance, man.
What happened?
Even in Malaysia.
Really? Then what happened?
What do you mean what happened?
Why we didn't win?
We live in villages. They live in cities. We have shipping boats.
Well, we can
They
use
have tanks.
we can use guerrilla attacks. Guys, it's another touch on the pervit. You can take a light trick here, and for it to bounce back.
No, how you gonna guerrilla attack? I sit
Arrow.
in my tank.
Arrows.
I sit in my tank.
Okay. Yeah, they got tanks during that time. Oh yeah.
They were
I think
the
they did.
industrial era, and then we're still mining stone. We don't
Yeah.
even know how to use iron.
Really, is that bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think we were civilized?
We are civilized, aren't we?
We had fishing boats. They had steamboats
Oh really?
that can shoot.
That's so bad.
Actually, Japan is almost the same as us,
Hmm.
but they changed quite quick. They wanted to prove that they were right.
You see, these 2 minute days.
Yeah.
This is red. Red. Okay, it's a nice gap down. But I'm still not trading. I am a man of my words. Oh, so then explain to me.
So first of all, Vietnam is split into three parts.
Yeah.
You know, the top part, the northern part, is called Tonkin.
Tonkin. Okay.
Yeah. The middle part that connects the north and the south, which is the middle Vietnam, the very big curve, is called Annam.
Annam. Okay. The curving part, the very
Yes.
thin part, right? Yeah, I remember. Then the top part.
What
No, the
did I
bottom
say?
part,
The
sorry,
top
the
part.
bottom
Okay,
part,
the
then-
bottom part is Cochin, China. Cochin, China.
Cochin, China.
Cochin, China, yeah.
Why is it called
Very
Cochin,
long,
China?
but so first of all, the French, well, they sailed to Vietnam, right? They wanted to take the whole place. First of all, there was Thailand, but we don't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
He has Vietnam has great influence under China.
And
So see the French, right? Everyone back then, the Western people, they want to trade with Chinese.
yes.
So how do you trade with Chinese? They go down the river, so they want river. There's two rivers. There's Mekong
Saigon,
River,
Mekong.
and then there's Red River.
There's a Red River. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, Mekong River flows through the five.
Yeah.
You
the
know,
five countries.
it flows. It's taken by everyone. Now the Red River only has I think like China, Laos, and Vietnam. It's like a curve here.
Okay. I
Yeah.
never heard of the Red River, but interesting to
It's
know.
on Tonkin
Okay.
up there, and
Yeah.
then the Mekong River is in Cochin, China.
Is it still called Red River now?
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
So now there were wait, let me think, let me remember. So there was an emperor called Xiaolong, I think.
Qianlong.
Hmm?
You mean China or Vietnam?
No, Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnam. Oh,
There's Galong.
Galong. Okay.
Yes. He was
Emperor. King or emperor?
emperor.
Emperor in Vietnam. Oh.
They take over. They take the Chinese
Oh, they take a Chinese
kind of
way.
thing, you know.
Okay.
So they name themselves emperor. So first of all, the French actually help him become the emperor. So he does owe a big favor to the French. So they were actually treating the French quite well. And they allowed French to put a resident in each of their city. So how the resident worked, right? Just like British resident, and then we have French residents. They basically give advice to the emperor, or they call it advice. You actually just do it. They don't care. You do it.
This is what an advice.
Advice, but you
Okay.
actually have to do it.
So it's a counsel
Yeah.
that counts. Okay. Then
So, but then
so
he didn't.
you'll be like a puppet.
Not really. He still has his own thoughts.
Okay. Okay.
They didn't go that fast.
Mm.
And then they were still spreading Catholicism
Mm.
inside Vietnam, right? But the emperor, he didn't care
Mm.
because he owes them a favor, so they let them be. But
Is
the
that
emperor,
Catholicism or Christianity? Oh yeah,
Catholicism.
French is Catholicism. Okay.
but he got the crown quite quickly, and then he gave it to his. He didn't give it to his oldest son, I think. He gave it to another son called Min Mang.
All their names is not that friendly. Okay.
But now, since he didn't help Min Mang, they
Mm.
just gave it to him.
Mm.
Then he actually doesn't like the French.
Okay. He's a rebel,
First of all, like,
rebel guy.
yeah, wait.
Excuse him.
First of all, well, he's not rebelling. It's his country, Vietnam. You
No, I
want to
mean a
protect.
rebellious person against the colonizer.
He didn't colonize them yet.
Oh, okay.
If you colonize them, then
Oh,
It will be
They will
French.
be French, yeah. Mm.
they
What
still
did they
they are still Vietnamese. So, first of all, he didn't like the French that much
Mhm.
because they think they're stealing their culture. They don't want the Catholicism to
Mm.
overwhelm their
Mm.
natural Vietnam culture.
Which is the.
Yeah,
okay.
so they started suppressing Christianity,
Mm.
Catholicism in French.
Mm.
Right?
But not the government, only the religion.
Actually, they kick some of the French.
Oh.
They don't like. They give some disadvantage to the French.
Mm.
Like they don't give them benefits.
Mm.
And then the French got slightly angry. It's like
Slightly.
it got their attention. Okay.
Mhm.
And then Ming Wang also didn't give it to the older son. And then gave it to Tiu Tri, I think that's his name, which is the third one now. And then he wanted to also follow his father,
Mm.
you know.
Anti-French guy.
Yes, he wants to keep on suppressing and remain their culture. But this time he actually went quite far, just like Hitler. He started killing the Catholics.
Mm.
And then actually trying to suppress the French out of Vietnam.
Mm. To chase
Now the
them out.
French did have some rebellion and riots
Mm.
against them, but that was not the main part yet. Now after Tiu Tri passed this last one, this is the last one now, to a guy
The
called
last one, that means they will be gone soon.
to the guy called Tuduk.
Okay. Yeah, seems like the last guy.
Tuduk. Now he crowned the emperor for a long time.
Okay.
No, not 100. Few 10 years. So
Oh, you mean she stay on throne for
Yes.
decades?
unlike the other people.
Wow, that's still long. That's still
yeah,
very
but
long.
at that point he's a puppet. He just yeah.
Tutu is puppet already.
Yeah. No, not yet. So first of all, he still wanted to continue
Mm.
their legacy, right? So then he decided to totally just, I want to kill all of the Catholics. That's what he
Okay.
did,
Okay.
right?
And he go and kill.
I
He
wanna
did kill.
stop the French, remove their trade, and get the French out.
No, but did he actually go and
Yes.
he stopped all
Yeah.
all the
He wanted to remove the French,
oh
and then not knowing that the French have guns.
how can you not know they have gun?
No, they don't have it. They have the navy because sail over there, right?
Okay.
But it's still strong. And then the French really didn't like that.
Mm.
So finally, they initiated war. Well, not really war. They fought against Vietnam
Mhm.
just for themselves to win and then get their thing back, right?
And then
Now after they fought, right, which French actually, Vietnam put up a good fight. Okay, they were very strong too. But French still won.
They have firearm?
French?
No, I mean
no,
the Vietnam.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh,
But they did put up a good fight.
okay.
Like they were really strong too by themselves. I mean, you can see by the history too.
Mm.
The past kingdoms, Vietnam was also very strong. Like let's say China or like Laos, Cambodia,
Oh, really?
when they attack each other.
Oh, really?
They managed to sustain their own culture, you know.
Mm.
And then, well, the French ultimately still won.
2 minutes. That's a 2 minute green red screen. Hasn't been working quite good for the few minutes straight, especially the 1 minute. I've been watching while my partner is describing the history.
And then after that, right,
Mm.
they won, so they signed the Treaty of Saigon.
Oh,
So Saigon is located in Cochin, China, and French took a part of Cochin, China, which is the whole Mekong River.
okay. So they
So
control.
now they want to trade with the Chinese.
Okay.
And then now the top commandant from France says, don't attack Vietnam, make peace, and then let it go. We have trades.
Mm.
We good.
Yeah.
Try to build good relationship.
Mm.
There was a Navy captain,
Who don't care?
which British also has one. They all call them man on the spot.
Mm.
So they don't care about, you know,
The
they're
central
just a
government.
man on the
Yeah.
spot. They want to do it, just do it,
Mm.
right? They feel like,
Are they called the governor of the place? Not yet. Or
not really.
just the man on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he has a high rank. He's a captain, right,
Mm.
of the Navy. So he was like, we don't. You know, he felt like taking over
Mm.
would give them more benefits. And of course, they fought again.
And
And
lost
they won.
again. You mean the Vietnam?
No, the Vietnam War.
Yeah, the Vietnam lost
Yeah.
again.
So this time French initiated the fight just for
Mm.
themselves, and then they signed another treaty, but now this time they got Tonkin apart, which is the Red River.
Why
So
don't
they
they
now
just
have.
get over with it and just control the entire kingdom?
Hmm?
They can't.
No,
No, they
you
don't.
don't. That's not how it works.
Oh, you need to eat slowly, is it? They need to eat it slowly or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So they won the second war.
Hmm.
And
And then now the greatest French influence
mm,
was now at Cochin, China. And then late after, they had a smaller war. Now Tuduk finally gave them recognition that Cochin, China is now French.
okay. So actually he just give it to them.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then still the man on the spot doesn't care. And then he goes out and then he signed another treaty after another fight. He
Mm.
took Tonkin, and then lastly he took Annam, and then the whole Vietnam
It's theirs.
is French, you know.
Okay. So what's
And
their,
Tuduk is just a face now.
so it will be that on that point Tutu is the puppet already, the
Yes.
true puppet.
They just a face to the people.
Why didn't they did like what they did in Singapore? Like they replace it with a government.
What do you mean?
Like Singapore doesn't have any puppet. They just replace it with a government.
Yeah, I know. But like ours isn't like as
Or as big as theirs.
actually you can't say that we didn't have a puppet.
Do we?
It's because British they needed Singapore. That's why
Mm.
they did it. I can tell you about Malaya too.
Mm.
Let me just tell you about Malaya. So first of all, the British
Mm.
they wanted trade, right? So they went up to take I think he bought. They didn't take. They bought Singapore from the Sultan of Johor,
Mm.
and then they also bought Penang, the one up there.
Yeah.
But it was all there, right? So that
The top- the
when
natural top,
they
yeah.
can put tags on the ships
Mm.
and they have trades.
Mm.
And then and this time Malacca was the third one, which they couldn't get because the French, wait, is it the French or Dutch, has Malacca already. Because they have Indonesia, plus they have Malacca. But the British also has a part in Indonesia. So they both can't have the perfect part. So they sign a treaty, switch parts. You know, you give me this, I give you the whole. So now you have the whole of Indonesia.
Okay.
I don't just have a part.
Oh, really?
And you don't just have a part.
They just trick.
Yeah. So now he has all three, which was very early. So now, by now it has been like 100.
100 years.
That's why we are more civilized than the rest of Malaysia, if I can say that.
We are not more civilized.
We have more technology.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
We like our buildings, compared to like let's say
Oh,
Terengganu.
okay. That's
like,
the reason.
Yeah, because the British, well, they give us
Oh, I mean,
education.
we are built for longer term because we are colonized
Yeah.
longer.
We were the first to be colonized.
So sad.
Well, help us now.
Okay. Then what happened? Let us go back to the Vietnam. Then what happened? After the Tutup perfect, why does it start with the war?
Oh yeah, actually, I didn't specify in Tonkin yet. Before they.
Sorry guys.
Who told you? Oh,
Oh, you want on is better, is it? Okay, I'll on it.
hey, how you spell the T?
Done? Okay. Here goes.
Okay. At least it flows when it's colder.
Okay.
Now, before actually, right, the French, right, fighting for Tonkin, it wasn't that easy. Because not only the Vietnamese fought against the French, but the Vietnamese asked the Chinese to fight for them.
The Chinese agreed?
The Chinese agreed.
Oh.
And they sent, actually I forgot the name, they sent like assassins basically to help them. And then actually twice the general has been assassinated.
But during that time, which dynasty is that from the China? Is it still the Qing dynasty or the Ming dynasty? Do they indicate?
No.
No. Okay. What's the year? Which year is that? Do you know? 18 something.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Qing dynasty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so they helped them, right? They sent the assassins. Right. Actually, the twice have the French general been killed by the assassins. But the third time, finally, he managed to take the whole Vietnam. Actually, the Chinese was helping them the whole time.
Wow.
Every time they fought a war, their general would be killed by the Chinese assassin.
Wow. And they won because because the force of the French is not big. They are just more advanced in weaponry, right?
Yeah.
They're not big.
But in the
So-
end, they still won. But yeah. But it took their lives.
So what causes the Vietnam War? Like our first topic, our first question.
What do you mean?
I see you have been telling us the event of how Vietnam is being colonized, right? Like what started the most recent Vietnam War?
The most recent.
Yeah. Like how the Vietnam got independence?
Decolonization.
Yeah, how? They chased or the French willingly?
I mean, it happened almost like the British and well, first of all, you have to know why they wanted to take Southeast Asia for. Especially under World War II. After World War II, everyone wanted independence
Yes.
because they found out that
They are
Nobody
not that,
cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. Nobody is that strong anymore.
so there was the Prussian Empire, which is current Germany.
Mm-hmm.
which was the strongest in the Western countries, very big. Split up to 3 sons of the king, but they were all very strong. And then one of them decided to take all 3, and then he became the ultimate,
The king.
yes, of
Okay.
Prussian Empire,
Okay.
and then basically Germany.
Mm.
And now, it would cause a great impact if he decided to attack any one of them.
Mm.
So that's why, instead of coming to fight in Europe,
Mm.
the Europeans decided to go Africa, Southeast
To
Asia,
settle their war.
so that they can get more resources,
Mm.
and then they can actually grow instead of fight the Germans.
Mm.
Now, actually, once the Prussians had control of China,
Mm.
just like how Japan did for once too. They
Mm.
also had that stream where they had China for a while, which
Prussians.
caused a threat to the other ones, well, Southeast Asia.
Mm.
And the Prussians have to China, so like,
Mm.
yeah, cause not only they went to Southeast Asia, but the Prussians also went to China.
Passion.
Prussian,
Who's the Prussian?
Germany,
Germany. Oh, okay. Germany had China.
yeah,
Which part?
east,
East.
kind of like Japan's conquer.
Okay, Shandong. Yeah, Shandong province. Shandong, Qingdao. Mm. Okay, and then?
So basically, why they want to decolonize, right?
Mm.
Like Indonesia, Malaya, Singapore, but still Malaya, and then Vietnam. Why they want to decolonize is because after World War II, they realized that their leader is not as strong as they thought. They
Mm.
managed to let Japan take the whole Southeast Asia.
Yeah, with ease.
Yeah, it's not like USA. I mean,
Mm.
USA did help. That's Philippines.
Mm.
So they decided, just like how Singapore, if you saw the history, right? Singapore and Malaya did. They just decided, I don't want you to be our ruler no more.
Yeah, correct. And I don't need you to rule us anymore. You're not more advanced than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then?
Because actually it's their fault for giving them education.
You can't
No,
say
it's actually in one of our writing points.
okay.
A loss for the French
Mm.
and the British is for giving us education so we know how to rebel against them.
Mm.
Because once they give us education, we are as good as them. Why do we need them now?
Okay, valid point. And then? Valid point. And how does the Vietnam War start?
Against who though?
Yeah, I mean after they decolonized, right? Then
Yeah, now
what,
they have independence.
yeah, then what started the Vietnam Wars between the Vietcong and the normal Vietnam and the United States?
I mean, like, can't really talk about that. All the wars are the same.
Which?
What do you mean?
Because I was always wondering what is the cause of Vietnam War. It's so strange to me. I know why it started in Korea, North Korea, South
Yeah,
Korea.
Korea War.
But I always puzzle about the reason for Vietnam War.
Well, it's almost the same. I mean,
Also
there's
communist?
not much.
It's still anti-communist. How did the communists take over the Vietnam area after they decolonized?
It's because they decolonized.
Oh, once they decolonize, they become communist. They
Not
don't-
yet,
oh,
but like, there isn't French being there to say no.
So they are that means once they decolonize their
And you have
government
China on
system,
top of you.
Their government system is become
Well, it slowly changes, right?
Ah,
and
okay.
Tudor's no longer the emperor of
Ho
that.
Chi Minh, right? Is it?
And yeah, government system changed.
Mm.
Not like last time anymore. They don't like exactly follow. Well, they're slightly different than China now.
Mm.
They still have the culture,
Yeah.
but
The Ho Chi Minh is their head, right?
mm,
Wow, that's a big fall, guys.
well,
That's the reason why I know trade today. And we are at the end of our trade. Well, what do you suggest? We spend another 5 minutes.
should we?
And do you want?
I don't know.
I'm interested to know how they transfer into communists. Like it's after they colonize it, after decolonize, they
I
set
mean,
up an
all of the
independent-
Asian countries face communism.
Oh yeah, just like the Malaya Communist
Yeah.
Party. Or they also have it. Then they
Singapore
won.
and communist.
Yeah, they won.
Although we did.
Okay, so they won.
Mm,
So the Communist Party in Vietnam won.
mm.
From there, that's my question. From there, Vietnam is ruled by the communists. So why did US invade Vietnam? Just because they are communists. For the simple purpose. And also the other question is that during that time is Ho Chi Minh himself is the ruler or not?
That is, well, USA, you know, the Western countries,
Mm.
they don't just attack because someone's communist.
For the resources
The
again.
communist is so that they have a reason to attack,
So,
justify their attack.
so their reason is the resources.
Well,
and,
there's many, yeah, some such like that.
Okay,
You
so
know,
that-
they always
okay.
want that.
Yeah, we shouldn't say that. Okay,
I mean, like-
we should end the podcast and discuss
Wow.
about ourselves first. Okay, guys, thanks for talking. I
Yes.
know it's very disappointing. Like, we are not doing any trade today, but as you guys can see, right, the pitfall is big. But there is a green tick trade over here that works nicely. Although, as you can see, after the speeding for Tesla, it's really whippy. So you need to be more focused, and the large gap down is really huge.
Yeah.
So see you guys soon and have a nice day while we continue our private
Yeah.
talk with